Hello, everybody. Wow, welcome. First time in a long time for MEACH'S Musings. So glad to have everybody that is here, already here. I'm trying to relearn relearn StreamYard. I got used to Restream for so long with working with Greg and not being in control of the room with Greg's show and with the shenanigans. So happy to see everybody here. It's the musing, it's a recap, Josh. No rants. However, there will be a targeted rant at a a motel in the Orange County area here relatively soon. So stay tuned for that. Good to see everybody. Big Meech is back. Yes, yes, yes. Good to see everybody again. Thank you all for tuning in to Meech's Musings. I decided we're going to do Meech's Musings once a month, the first Monday of each month. So the next time you'll see this space will be Monday, March 3rd, same time, same channels, hopefully more, depending on how things work out. I'm going to try to angle it. I got a brand new tripod, so I'm enjoying the fact that I can use the guide handle here. And I can actually be comfortable in my show, God forbid, right? There we go. Okay, sorry for the little Blair Witch moment there. But I decided we're going to have each meetings be a kind of a recap, a look back at how the month has gone, what's to come, how things have been, where we're at in here and in here and here. So yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of like variety shows. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to pick on Josh as long as he understands that I am not rooting for the Eagles in any way, shape, or form, even if they are the favorite team of my aunt and my cousin, even if they are the Bellet, the Garcia twins' favorite team, being from there. Not rooting for them. Not going to happen. Go Chiefs. Sorry to all the fans out there that give a shit about that. But yes, the Super Bowl, of course, is this Sunday. You can check out the coverage of the Super Bowl, as a matter of fact, across the Simply Reliable studios. I will find that graphic. It will be a thing because I know it's in here because they've been plugging the shit out of it for what feels like weeks. And it's not here. Why the hell did it go? It was in here. Okay, well, Super Bowl Sunday. This Sunday, I believe the start time is 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 Pacific with coverage. It'll be not only Statboy Mike, not only Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, but because the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry appeared in the Men's Royal Rumble this past Saturday, we will definitely see Noah Foster himself on the call for the Super Bowl. Going to be a lot of fun to watch. I wish I was going to be home to watch it. I will be elsewhere on Saturday and Sunday during the Super Bowl hours, and unfortunately during the shenanigans hours as well. So there is that. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend for sure. We've got the Super Bowl on Sunday. We've got shenanigans this week. Oh, there's the coverage. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Renegade, sir. So we've got the Saturday karaoke this weekend also at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. That'll be TV show theme songs. Man, am I bummed I'm missing it. I'm not going to lie. I love me some old TV themes. I would do very well at that, unfortunately, and I won't be there again. I'll be at the House of Mouse, completing my training. Yes. So that'll be on Saturday. Sunday, I'll be doing more training as well, but the Super Bowl will be covered by the Statboy Sports Bar, the Simply Reliable Studios. Again, Walter and Statboy Mike and Noah, because he put his foot in his mouth again. So that'll be fun. Lots of fun in store coming up on this weekend, and also this week, just a lot of cool stuff coming up. It just came out of the Spaces. They call it a stream on Spaces. I don't know what they call it. I'm so not hip to the Spaces thing just yet. Getting there. I can appear on it, but I don't know the terminology, if you will. With JJ and company and DJ. So that was cool. Tomorrow, of course, No DQ Review. Wednesday, the Greg Cherry Show. And then all the sports and the karaoke this weekend. So much cool coming up across the multiverse. It's not the multiverse anymore, but I like the phrasing. I like that. I've embraced that. I mean, I even got it doesn't say multiverse on it, but it does have still the logo. And again, I love this shirt. This shirt is over Universal Studios. So shout out to Greg Cherry once again for the design. Okay. So to kind of update everybody on why exactly I've decided to stick with just basically not appearing full-time radio broadcast. There we go. Yeah. And I mentioned that when we had when Aaron and I were both on, it was like the old audio XMB days. We call it radio. It certainly wasn't radio. We were on the internet. So it really wasn't radio in a traditional sense. Everything evolves. Everything always evolves. You either evolve, you adapt, or you perish in this world. Everything evolves. So it was cool to be back to the roots, I guess, doing the audio. And I'm not opposed to doing more of those. Whether it's appearing with somebody else's or doing my own thing. So a lot of people ask me why are we not doing the full time, the big return? We talked about it for January. We talked about it being on February 1st, which was supposed to be this last Saturday, of course, for our Rumble. Talked about it being this week, today, as a matter of fact, which is kind of why I wanted to do this today. So the long and short of it is I really wanted to have a big return, do the whole thing. And I realized in the process of doing that allowing myself to continue this going full time was going to allow my head, my brain, my decision making to have a fail safe when it came to returning to the House of Mouse. And I didn't want to do that. I want to make this tenure, the second go around at Disney, stick. And I really want to succeed. And the only way to do that, one of the only ways to do that, I should say, is to not provide myself an out, not provide myself a way to bail, right? If I don't have the YouTube, if I don't have the Jeff Meacham Network, the multiverse of media to fall back on full time, then it's like, okay, I need to not around. I need to not mess this up again. So that is the reason why we're not doing a show every day, why we're not going to be, running the empire on my own, or even, helping to run my empire. So I am so appreciative of everybody that has reached out, that wants the things to continue. But I have said this to the group at different times. I'll say it here in front of the world. I am so immensely proud of the team, JJ and Walter and James and Noah and everybody involved more recently, DJ and Ash, and the people on Greg Cherry's team, Greg and Maddie and SJ when she can appear, and Ella's got her own thing. That they're all doing so wonderful, and they're all doing their own things as well. And for me, it's one of those, when I first relaunched in 2019 going into 2020, I missed it. I missed doing the broadcast streams, the podcasts on the regular. So I decided to come back, and I realized I stepped into a world that had surpassed me, because I've been doing this since 2002, and we were trendsetters back then. And now the space is so saturated. Not all of it bad, most of it good. I feel personally, as far as the podcasting side of things, wrestling in a wrestling community is what it is, right? But unfortunately, it will be until it's not. It is the way of things, I suppose. But I am grateful that I don't have the compulsion to swoop in and save the day, because I don't need to. It doesn't need saving. It's really good right now across the Simple Rival Studios and the Greg Cherry brand, and No DQ is ever thriving. So I am content to do one of these once a month, content to pop into the review every other week. I'm going to hopefully be on next week's No DQ review. See how things go. Happy to pop in on the Greg Cherry Show when I'm home on Wednesdays. May or may not be home on Wednesday this week. I'm still trying to maybe finalize my first signing of the year. I am appreciative of Max and of people like Sean, giving me that status. It's very odd. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. It's odd to be thought of as this figure. Even now when I go to wrestling shows and I get recognized, I just go, wait, what? It's still on. I can't explain it. I don't know why, but I am trying very hard to make sure. And here's where I gotta, I'm trying very hard to make this reality my reality. The only reality I'm allowing myself to embrace going forward is this costume with all the accessories that are over here waiting to be washed and processed. I am so unbelievably grateful in my life that I was able to step away from Disney because I had to a year and a half ago because of the circumstances that a lot of you know about. And those circumstances have now been altered for the better. And it has enabled me to return to Disney. And I'm grateful beyond anything I can possibly properly express, right? Without doing what I did at WrestleMania back in 2022 and back now I'm like a blubbering idiot. So I did want to make sure I said my thank yous again and tell everybody how appreciative I am. Everybody involved, whether it's the people that actually run the productions or the people that support me and the fact that I can step away, the people that support the people that do these productions that enable the process to continue. They know who they are. They know why they're loved and appreciated in their own separate ways by me. So to all of them, thank you. Really quick before I continue on with the happy joy. I did intend to leave a very scathing review on Expedia, and I am certainly going to be contacting them about this. But I have a public platform, and I was able to check out of the place and get my deposit back and escape with my life and my health intact. So I figured I would just come on here, and this is where the rant comes in, Joshua. Get ready. To the Dixie, it's Dixie Orange County Motel in Stanton. It is the worst hotel, motel, standby, whatever you want to call it, in the history of my existence. The folks that were involved in the Shenanigans show Saturday night saw it after when we were off the air. I took the video around the motel room and just to show how bad it was. But it was the absolute worst. I couldn't properly close the door to the room. The way they changed the lock from, physical lock back in the old days to the magnetic lock. The lock is still on the back. It was just awful. By the way, JJ, if you can by chance get the address for me since you're here, and I know you're in here also, and put it in a banner so I can throw it up here and give the address of this hellhole. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hell, if you can put the banner up yourself if you really want, like that works too. Anyway, so I couldn't close the door. I could not close the bathroom door at all. I literally could not make the bathroom door close because the door frame was so rotted and so destroyed by God knows what over how many years that piece of shit hotel has been in operations. Dixie Orange County Motel. It's in Stanton. It's on Beach. It's on Beach near Orangewood. It's very close to Knott's, as a matter of fact. It's the major intersection I took to get to work was Beach and Catella. I took the 50. The infamous Orange County 50, Mikey, if you're watching. Anyway. Couldn't close the bathroom door, so taking a shite was fun. Scary. Josh, give me the answers. I'll give you my answer when I'm done chastising this motel. There were various stains on the sink top. There were mold in the walls. Like you can actually see the mold in the walls in the space above the sink outside the toilet space. The floor of the tub was such that I had more than one. There we go. There it is. 11632 Beach Boulevard, Stanton, California. There. I'm just going to leave that running because this place scared me. I was legitimately afraid for my life and afraid for my health. I couldn't bathe in this motel room. There was such grime on the bottom. Yes, thank you, JJ. Appreciate you. There was such grime on the surface of the tub that I had more than one friend tell me, "You've got showers at costuming. Use them." And I did. I didn't shower once at the motel. Both times I showered this weekend I was gone, I showered at work just because it was so just scary. Scary, scary, scary. There were two beds. One of the headboards on the bed I did not sleep in had a big giant hole punched through it, or like put through it somehow, some way. It was just frightening, absolutely frightening. And I blame myself in that I didn't vet it properly. I told my mother at one point, I said, I must have clicked on one hotel on Expedia and just managed to accidentally click a different one to actually book. I cannot not recommend this place enough. Dixie Orange County Hotel, 11632 Beach Boulevard, Stanton, California, 90680. Do not stay at this motel or hotel, whatever the hell it is. It is absolutely atrocious. And if they want to sue me for slander or whatever, cool. Go check it out, courtroom officials, and tell me I'm wrong. Because my God, was it horrible. Just the worst. I am going to allow myself to spend more now that I have it if I need to stay in a motel overnight for work again. Golly, absolutely and disgusting. All right, let me go ahead and take these down. Banners, that's what I wanted. I don't. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thank you. I forgot you're still here. Sorry. Anyway, all right. As far as the comment from Josh about Hogan, his question was, what are my thoughts on Hogan naming his Mount Rushmore today on the Pat McAfee show? It was Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Also, Pat roasted him like crazy for his getting booed at Raw and subtly called out the other reasons besides politics. So, for better or worse, my fandom is forever intertwined with Hogan. It's just the way it's going to be. And that's honestly fine. Don't mind Hulk Hogan. Don't mind Hollywood Hogan. Just not a fan of Terry Bollea's current situation and the way he's presenting himself. And unfortunately, Terry Bollea will never be Terry Bollea to the greater audience. He will always be Hulk Hogan. So let me just say that up front. I do agree with his top four. At the end of the day, it's an opinion. And from his point of view, the top four are Andre, who was a major influence on him, along with Superstar and Dusty and everything like that. And then the other three, for better or worse, are his top rivals ever. Roddy in the 80s, Flair in the 90s, and Macho Man throughout both. I can't disagree with those being Hulk Hogan's Mount Rushmore. Just major parts of his career, cornerstones of his career. And yeah, Hogan's always been called a master politician. He's gonna politic. He's gonna deflect. He's gonna sidestep the reasons he got booed. I did hear the interview, or at least part of it. I had a chance to sit down and actually do that. I have been wandering and trying to clean up and just not detox, because that sounds like it's a negative connotation, but trying to refocus here at home. Now I've been gone at Disney for 3 days. So Hogan's gonna Hogan. That's just the way it is going to be. I wouldn't dare compare how Hogan has acted to what happened with Chris Benoit, but I do say that I really tend to look at the separation of things. I can watch Hulk Hogan's promos. I can watch the matches he had in the 80s and the 90s and even the 2000s to a certain extent. But I don't have to agree with how he's acting. I can watch Chris Benoit stuff. We talked about Benoit the other day on the Nerdy Q Review about the 2004 Rumble match, about the 2003 match with Kurt Angle. We have to have separation, unfortunately, in order to exist as wrestling fans. So, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do, brother? It is what it is. I'm a fan, and I'm going to be a fan. I don't apologize for being a Hulk Hogan fan. I recognize he's a polarizing figure. Just like I don't apologize for being a Charlotte Flair fan. I don't apologize for being a Bella Twins fan now. And again, Nikki and Brie are friends. So I haven't apologized for over 10 years, almost 15 years, for being a John Cena fan. It is what it is. So the beautiful thing about wrestling, if you allow it to be the beautiful thing about wrestling, is that you can like what you like, don't like what you don't like. And if you don't let the other people, the other opinions that aren't yours, influence your opinion, you'll be good. Unfortunately, doing what I've been doing for almost a quarter century, you almost have to, not let the influencers get in your space, but you have to acknowledge them, or you don't really have a job. You don't really have a stance on things. So that is what I think about that. Right, exactly. You're in the minority, or you would think. I happen to like Dominic Mysterio. I love the character. I think it's great. I also recognize that people understand that Dominic Mysterio is not perceived as an outside of wrestling piece of shit like Hulk Hogan is. Again, perception is reality. The Undertaker told us that in his Hall of Fame speech. I stick by that 100%. His pillars, perception is reality. Never let yourself be content. Respect and loyalty go a long way. You live by that, you're in good shape. And I agree with that. I firmly stand by that. So, and I also firmly stand by my friends having an awesome experience. If you missed this last Saturday, a lot of fun. They talked about Triple H and being inducted in the Hall of Fame. They talked about the return of timeless Tony Storm. They talked about the Death Riders appearance on AW Close Up. I was there for part of it, so please check it out if you have not yet. Lots of fun. Again, the No DQ review this week, I will not be there, but I encourage everybody to watch it. Same with the Greg Cherry Show. I should be there this week. We shall see. Also, I want to make sure I go in depth on this because I haven't had a chance to since I added it to the plugs. So parkears.com. They're always running some sort of sale or special or whatever the case may be. But I discovered these a little over a year ago, and I'm going to go ahead and I rarely do this on the air, but Jeff's bald. God helps. So you see these ears, they obviously don't sell Mickey ears in scally caps, right? But if you look, they're actually magnets. I'm not trying to, they're not sponsoring me, even though they know who they are. So they are magnets, and they allow you to have Mickey ears or mouse ears, as it were, on any sort of cap, hat, headwear, whatever you want to call it. So I take these everywhere, especially when I'm going to Disney as a guest, and I get to wear them. So I love it. So parkears.com, again, they have different varieties. They generally keep the black mouse ears in stock. They have a lot of mini style bows now, which I think are cute as hell. Oh no, I did 150%. It goes, yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but it is what it is. So we talked about the Cena promo during Spaces with JJ prior to the top of the hour here. Oh, TJS, leave him alone. Anyway, I loved it. I loved it. B-Mitch to Jesus Christ, my eyes are so bad. 273. I want this John Cena. I want that edge on him. I want that. I want that sharp edge on him this time around. I don't want him to be just he's John Cena. Here. No, I want a motivated, I want a not content with life John Cena. I want him motivated. I want him to want that 17th world title so bad that he will go above what he has gone above. It has not gone above in the last 20 years, especially the last 5. John needs a serious motivational kick in the pants. I want that, John Cena, at the Chamber, at WrestleMania, at SummerSlam, at a TNA show, at an NXT show, something. I want the John Cena that we needed after he lost to The Rock. John had every reason to flip that switch 12, 13 years ago. And we all know why he didn't. That's the John Cena I want. Absolutely. Try not to be rude. Got to do my two-finger cast point. So again, please check out all the stuff this weekend. It's going to be a lot of great shows, a lot of great content all week, really. And I look forward to watching it all back. Again, I'll be at the House of Mouse both days this weekend into the night, both Saturday and Sunday night. I'll be on on our trams doing my thing. So if you happen to be at Disneyland this weekend, come out and you'll see me in the costume. So please come check it out. I'll be in the tram, so you'll definitely see me, whether you're coming or going to Disney. You will see me at some point this weekend. I won't be hidden backstage like I used to be, or off stage, I suppose is the way I would have been in the restaurants. So thank you all for tuning into the return. Appreciate everybody coming out. If things stay the way they are, this show will return on Monday, March 3rd, at which point I will have turned 42 years old. So until my next year, good old JM saying have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Enjoy Raw tonight, too.